Okay, I'm about to make strawberry cake. So the first thing I did was I took 3 cups of fresh strawberries, and I cut the green leafy part off the top. I hulled them, and then I cut them in half, and then I added 3/4 of a cup of sugar to them, and I cooked them for about 10 or 15 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash them up with my potato masher. Mash up my strawberries with my potato masher. Remove them from the heat. And I'm going to mash them up with my potato masher. Mash up my strawberries with my potato masher. Until they're nice and fine, or until they're completely crushed. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one tablespoon of vinegar. Actually, no, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then I'm gonna incorporate my cornstarch. I'm gonna incorporate it into my mixture. Actually, I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit more until there's no lumps. Let it heat up a little bit more until there's no lumps in it, and until it thickens a little bit. It's getting a little bit thicker. It's getting a lot thicker. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. And two tablespoons of water. Two tablespoons of water. Yep, and that's becoming nice and thick. coming nice and thick. Okay, and this is your strawberry filling. Yep, that's about ready. That's your strawberry filling. That's my strawberry filling that I'm gonna use on my cake. This is my strawberry filling. So I'm just gonna let this cool off, and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes after I let it cool off on the stove. Okay, so now for the actual cake mix. I'm gonna start doing the actual strawberry cake batter I should say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. Got 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 2 cups. And that's 1/3 of a cup all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch. One-fourth of a cup of cornstarch. Got 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch. Two 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Yep, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of salt. half a teaspoon of salt. And now I'm just gonna incorporate all these ingredients, sift them into my mixture. And then I'm gonna whisk everything together. Make sure everything gets incorporated with each other. All right, now it's gonna be for my cake batter. Okay, so now I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of my strawberry filling to this bowl that I've let sit in the freezer for half an hour. To chill. So I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of my strawberry filling to this bowl. And then to my strawberry filling, I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of milk. 1/4 of a cup of room temperature milk. One-fourth of a cup of room temperature milk. Then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of red gel food coloring, and this gives the cake that pink color. But you don't want to get any of this on your hands because this stuff is powerful. You don't want to get any of this on your hands. This red gel food coloring at all. Okay. Okay, so now in a separate bowl, I want to take 1 stick of butter and cream it. I want to cream 1 stick of butter. That I've let sit out for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes to get to the right temperature, to get to the proper, to get soft, I should say, so that the butter could get soft. So I'm going to cream this butter. Until it looks like margarine, basically. Then to my butter, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar. One and a half cups of sugar. Then I'm just going to incorporate this into my butter mixture. Incorporate my butter and sugar together. Let's incorporate my butter sugar mixture. All right, once everything is incorporated, I'm going to add, I have 6 egg whites. So I'm just going to gradually start adding my egg whites to my milk butter, to my butter sugar mixture. Until it's fully incorporated. Gradually start adding my egg whites to it. Till everything is fully incorporated. Gradually start adding my egg whites. Then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. To my mixture. And also I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of strawberry extract to my mixture. Three teaspoons of strawberry extract. And they don't have to be full teaspoons. Just 3 teaspoons of. Then I'm going to incorporate this. Oh, it smells great. Then I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. One and a half teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm going to incorporate that into my mixture. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding my flour, my dry ingredients that I made already. I'm Start slowly adding my dry ingredients to it. So I'm going to add about half my flour to it. About half my flour to it. Then I'm going to add half of my strawberry mixture to it. Half of my strawberry mixture to it. Then I'm going to add my flour. The rest of my flour to it. Then I'm going to add the rest of my mixture to it. Add the rest of my mixture to it. Okay, and that's your strawberry mixture. That's your strawberry cake. And now all you have to do is just evenly add that to the two cake pans using a scale, and then bake it at 320 degrees for 35 minutes. And that's your strawberry cake batter. I may have used just a little bit too much red food coloring. The recipe calls only for a drop. That's what you want.